Well, I just fell off my horse and I landed in horse poo. I just had the photo shoot of my dreams. It was absolutely incredible, such a great experience. I've up to this point never really experienced a photo shoot at that level. I am so excited for you guys to see how this went down. I met this photographer in Miami, and it just so happened that she lives right near me here in Tampa. So this photographer's name is Regina Wamba. You should definitely go check her out. So about 2 weeks before our arranged time that we were going to do this photo shoot, we had a little meeting, and she started to really expand my mind of what was possible. And she started asking me things like, what kind of emotion do you want to encapsulate when we take these pictures of you with your horse? And I was thinking, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just gonna stand next to my horse and smile. I mean, I didn't really have a vision for it. So she started talking about what did I want to say through it, and I thought, well, maybe connection with the horse and sort of what riding horses does for me and how it feels empowering to me to really connect with an animal on that deep level. And I kind of feel like it makes me feel more powerful or like a warrior in some way. And so she picked up on this warrior thing, and she started talking about like breastplates and warrior garb. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't know, that feels like a costume. Do I want to do that? And so I was just completely on sort of this track of we're playing dress up. And I basically kind of froze, and I thought, I don't want to do that. I don't know what to do. So my daughter, Dimitra, she was kind of preparing for her photo shoot that she was going to do at the same time, and she's getting like butterflies and flowers and buying this dress, and I wasn't doing anything. I was in sort of revolt mode because somebody was pushing me to do something like play dress up and be something I'm not. That's how it felt to me. So I didn't do anything, I didn't buy anything, and she kept checking up on me and saying, did you get any props? And even the word props, I was like, ugh, I don't want props. Come take photos of me in my natural environment. So I just kept not doing anything. I was like I don't know, like a rebellious teenager about the whole thing. Dimitra was buying makeup. She is set and she's all excited. And she kept asking me, well, what have you bought? What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I don't know. I'm gonna wear the clothes I have. I don't know. Then Regina was asking me to take pictures of myself in the clothes that I was gonna wear so she could kind of plan around it. It wasn't until I put on this green dress that I got a vision for it. I don't know, there was something about that emerald green and then the thought of the dark wood in the library that triggered something for me, and I could see it. And I thought, wow, that green dress with like some gold jewelry, it just felt like a Renaissance to me, like a Renaissance painting, like a Van Dyke painting or something. I saw a vision for it, and then I started to get ideas. So what did I do? I go on Amazon and I start buying fake fruit. I buy fake figs, I buy fake strawberries, all the fake fruit Amazon had. I buy some candles, I buy some candelabras, I get twinkly lights. Then Regina came and she saw my things that I got from Amazon, and she was like, you know, she didn't like it. It was cheesy. It was the props I was afraid of having. I went to Whole Foods and I got pomegranates and all kinds of real fruit, tons of flowers that I just love with those deep reds in them. And I grabbed all these cobalt vases I had around, some of my art supplies and my easel, and it was my natural environment. It was my things. I saw the whole transformation of this sort of fake Amazon deal to this real thing, which is what I wanted all along. It was just my perception of what was expected of me, where there was a disconnect and what I was sort of revolting from. That's really how this whole thing got started. And then of course, you know, I had to put on makeup and fix my hair and do a lot of things that you would do as you prepare for a photo shoot. That was a lot of fun. It was a little bit like dress up. I really enjoyed it.
Do you feel glam, jam, and ready to ham?
I was hamming. I was hamming.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel so glam, but...
You look glam.
I do?
Yeah.
I feel Renaissance-y, so I feel saucy.
Ooh, I like that.
So it was absolutely incredible in this moment where I kind of came around the corner and I saw the room set up for the first time. I kind of had a little bit of an idea, and then of course I had my own vision once I saw this green dress that I was gonna wear. But when I saw that room for the first time, it took my breath away because it literally was like my painting in 3D. And that's where I really credit Regina a lot, because she was able to look at my art and my voice in my art and bring it to life in a room. I was immediately in love. It felt like, oh, this is Ellie's room. This is my world. And that's pretty much what I loved most about the whole experience. Okay, so let's go see what kind of progress they're making. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, I love this with the notes.
This is like one of your paintings came to life.
This is actually where I naturally paint every day. And it always looks like this. I found that a big part of taking photos, you are your brand, right? Your art or the things around you aren't necessarily your brand. Your brand is you. I have found that in order to kind of bring this about and showcase it and communicate it in an accurate way, ironically, you have to be like an actress in a way, because this is your real you, but you don't always live out that real you or that deep place in you that your voice and your aesthetic comes from. You sort of live in the mundane, the day-to-day stuff, you know, with a messy bun and leggings. So then there you are in your dress in this environment. There's candelabras all around, and there's flowers and the lighting and all those elements, and it was me in this really deep place. But I'm coming in as the girl in the messy bun and leggings, and I had to kind of be that part. And I had to feel like I'm in this timeless space as a Renaissance woman, living out my deepest self. So it took me a minute to really get into that space and feel like my authentic self. So just tell me what to do. I'm not as good as Dimitra about like... Of course, I love my horse Solomon, and so anything I can do with Solomon is just heaven for me. Getting ready for the photo shoot tomorrow. I had to give my horse a bath today, and he doesn't like baths, so it was very dramatic. And he's getting shaved tomorrow, which he needed anyway because it's pretty hot here in Florida. And he doesn't like that either, so it's a big production. Oh, Solomon. In order to kind of like create this regal, royal, the nobility of the Renaissance idea, instead of kind of going literal, I saw a lot of like gold leaf. Like, I want to put gold leaf on my horse. And I had kind of seen some pictures on Pinterest of horses with gold leaf on them, and it looked really cool. It was a little bit difficult. Look, it's okay. Yeah. Well, this is now an instructional video. If you ever want to know how to gold leaf a horse, this is how you do it.
Yeah. Answering the questions everyone's always been wondering.
Okay, well, let's start with that. I think it has to dry a little bit. I don't know, it looked contrived. It didn't look right. It is again that whole idea of this is a prop, this isn't real, this isn't authentic. But then Regina came and she flung this shawl over him that looked almost like chainmail, and it was gold, and it all came together. I was just captivated. I just thought he looked amazing, and it felt like Solomon thought he looked amazing too. He was loving the camera, he was looking right at the camera, and I know he was posing. I know he was posing. And don't worry, all that gold leaf came right off, water soluble, washed away. I think Solomon was a little bit sad to see it go, but you know, he came clean pretty quickly. That's beautiful, you guys. The drama of the day, for sure, was when we were taking pictures of Solomon. You know, I'm not in a saddle. For the first time, really, he's got all this like stuff draped over him. There's all kinds of people around with cameras and sticks and things. You know, that can be a little overwhelming for some horses. Solomon seemed to be handling it until he stepped on his cape, kind of walked a little bit, it pulled against him, and then it fell off. And he was like, what just happened? And then I turned and I just pointed to it. Solomon looked at it and he freaked out. I don't know what he thought that was. And he took off. Well, I just fell off my horse. I landed in a pile of poo, horse poo. Like literally in my dress, I like landed in it. I don't know how I landed, but I'm glad I landed in it because not one bruise, not one scrape, not one thud, nothing. It was landing in like a marshmallow, a giant marshmallow.
Well, it's because you landed on such a soft thing, you know,
Yeah.
horse poop.
A giant, stinky, gross marshmallow. And you know what? I got right back up. I brushed off the poop and we grabbed Solomon and we kept taking photos. It was fine. It was totally fine. The whole day ended very beautifully with this gorgeous sunset. The lighting was incredible. Solomon went to his pasture, ate some hay. It was just all so wonderful, but not nearly as wonderful as when I got the results and I saw the pictures for the first time. It was absolutely incredible. I knew it was gonna be good. I could tell by just how much care and attention to detail that went into this. You know, whatever was in my mind, it was far exceeded when I saw the results. I think the way the lighting was, the magical vibe of it, how it really, really looks like my artwork, my paintings, but in full 3D. I was absolutely thrilled and I couldn't be happier at the results. Let me know in the comments what kind of vision you have for your own photo shoot. I would love to hear your ideas and how this inspired you.
That is the money shot.